Today we're going to talk about elapsed time. Elapsed time is when you calculate how much time has passed from a start time and an ending time. We're only going to work with hour increments today. To calculate elapsed time, we're going to look at our first clock, and that will be our start time. We start our activity at 3 o'clock. I'm going to write down 3 o'clock. We're going to end our activity at 7 o'clock. Now we need to determine how much time has passed or elapsed from our start to our end time. I'm going to show you two different ways to do that. The first one is called the flower. So if we start at 3 o'clock and we end at 7 o'clock, we're going to do these little hops on our clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 4 flower petals. These flower petals stand for hours. So I can tell that it has been 4 hours since I started at 3 and I ended at 7. Now, I'm going to show you another way to do that, and that will be on a number line. Everybody loves number lines. So if we start at 3 and we go on our number line up to 7, we would do our hops. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 4 hops on my number line. So that shows me 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours has elapsed from my start time to my end time. You can also do 3 and then count up to 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I see that I have 4 hours. You can do what's called the flower method because you're making flower petals, or you can show it on a number line. Let's practice another. I have 2 clocks here to show my elapsed time. My first clock is 7:30, and my second clock, which will be my end time, is 9:30. Now you can still do your counting with the flower petals on your analog clock faces, or you can do your number line, or you can do your counting on your fingers. Now this time, since they're on the 30s, okay, they're not on the O clocks, but it still works exactly the same way. So when you're counting, you would go 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, and that's where I'm ending is 9:30. So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. So that's showing 2 hours has elapsed from my start time to my end time. Last example, my start time is at 9:15 and my end time is at 2:15. So if I am on 9:15 and this is also 15, I don't have to do any adding of minutes. We're just still counting by hours since the minutes will still be 15. Okay, so you'd start at 9:15 and then you want to count from 9 all the way to 2. Okay, so we'll do our flower petal method. 9 to 10, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 hours. Now, if I'm counting on my fingers, because I'm crossing the 12 o'clock, I need to remember when I hit 12, I don't say 13, I start back over at 1. Okay, so 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12:15, 1:15, 2:15. So that's 5 hours. It works this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can count on your fingers. You just need to remember that when you go from 12 to 1, you say that instead of going to 13, unless you're doing military time, of course.